Hi there, welcome to another educational video documenting my Web3 expeditions, and this video will be talking about the scroll airdrop. Whether you are just starting or have started and you want to maximize the size of your airdrop, this video could come in handy. We will just focus on one strategy, although there are other strategies, but in this video we'll focus on one strategy that enables you maximize your equity to position yourself for multiple airdrops instead of just scroll. Okay, so that's the scope of this video. So all you will do is, okay, so we will start here. This is a good guide, but we'll feature some other resources as well. So to guide matters, if you start here, you will see that there's something called marks. I have 0 because this is a test wallet and a new PC. I've not transitioned my personal wallet here. Of course, based on your marks, you can also see your rankings and stuff like that. I don't have very high number of marks myself. I'm just resuming my interest in scroll. And again, if you have, let's say you intend to use another wallet as well, generally I use one wallet, but considering I have a test wallet, if I was going to start on this test wallet, this is how I would go about it. This is to improve the definition of your approach. So here you will see that marks are given to users who deposit eligible assets into selected DEX liquidity pools. Liquidity deposits with tighter ranges or more market depths are given marks at a higher rate. So featured, of course, are two prominent DEXs. On these DEXs, you will need to add liquidity referring to two tokens. So a pair of tokens. Generally, people don't like adding liquidity because of impermanent losses and stuff like that, and the complexity of it. They may prefer a single token. So for a start, we'll be focusing on a single token. So we will skip this, but if you have the means or funds to contribute to liquidity, you can do so on Ambient, on the Scroll network, or Nuri. By the way, to get started, you need a bridge to move funds over to Scroll. For a bridge, you can make use of Owlto Finance because it has an airdrop. And when you use Owlto Finance, there is an associated badge that you can obtain for every bridge when you reach certain bridging levels using Owlto Finance. Now, that is administered by Owlto Finance, which will position you for the Owlto Finance airdrop, as well as it will help you populate your scroll canvas, which we will cover later on. So that's why this bridge is recommended. You can bridge from any EVM chain or even non-EVM chains to scroll. So you need to transition ETH over at the very least, because gas fee is paid in ETH. So if you deposit ETH, you can gain entry into any other cryptocurrency by swapping. You can also swap here. It's the cheapest swapper at the moment, considering Owlto Finance doesn't charge any fees. It's currently free for swapping here, besides the on-chain gas required. Okay, now once you have deposited ETH on the scroll chain, so the ETH will now be in your MetaMask. That in itself, I believe, can earn you some, start earning you some marks based on what's shown here. So this is called session 0, but they are whitelisted. Okay, marks are eligible to bridge assets since scroll mainnet based on amount held. Okay, so ETH is amongst the whitelisted tokens where if held on the scroll chain will give you marks. Now, I didn't pay attention to that. I should have been holding my idle ETH or USDT on the scroll chain. I would have been accumulating marks on that basis, but I haven't done so. So this is one action you can take already, simply by the virtue of moving your ETH or whichever of the whitelisted coins here onto the scroll chain and holding it there. You start earning marks. Length of time matters. So if you have small equity, better to start early. Okay, mainnet, by the way, started October, I think 2023. Okay, so I wouldn't say it's late, but at this stage, it's better if you have bigger equity. Even if you don't have big equity, however, this strategy that we're covering will come in handy. Our interest is in this token here called Solv BTC, because this token is affiliated with another project which has $1.5 billion worth of TVL and has an airdrop. The airdrop can turn out huge. So in my case, I'd prefer to hold this token. It's pegged to BTC. So it's basically as if you're holding BTC. But we can maximize the airdrop valuation, as you're about to see, if we are to within this strategy. So remember, Solv BTC is where we are headed. We, considering that we are bridging ETH as our entry, you will need to swap to Solv BTC B. You can do so directly, but I wouldn't recommend doing so directly, so that you can actually get onboarded on the platform. Because if you don't get onboarded on the platform, even if you swap for Solv BTC, I don't believe you will earn points, because there is a portal for tracking which involves an onboarding process. You will see here it says join. For this new wallet, I haven't completed the onboarding process. It requires your Twitter account to be able to get started and have a dashboard that tracks your XP earning. So it's good to come here and join. The invite link will be in the description. After you've joined, then you can click on Solv BTC. Okay, so it doesn't have provision for the scroll chain. So depositing BTC here to get Solv BTC will not work. You will need to swap directly. And for that, you may want to use Izumi. Switch to the scroll chain. Not to worry, the steps will be in the description. Okay, now that we're on the scroll chain, you have your ETH ready. You swap for Solv. Wow. Let's see. The contract address. We will need to look for the contract address. Let me just refresh this again. Okay. I thought that we will be able to find it here directly. No. Okay, let's try a coup trade. Just a moment. Be patient, please. Let's see. I want to see if wow. They also don't have, okay, just a moment. Liquidity, scroll. Okay, so deposit Solv BTC. Wow, it's possible that you are positioned for as many as 3 airdrops. The question now is where to get this Solv BTC B with ease. So let's explore this. Just a moment. Let's see if they will give provision for. So there is no provision. Has an airdrop. Okay, let's do this. Let's see here. Scroll. Bridge. Scroll. Okay, it's not here. Okay, let's go back to scroll.io. They may offer a bridge there that enables you bridge. So here, Solv BTC. Okay, this is the contract address. So you can actually copy this contract address. Okay, so you can now go back to Izumi. So that's all we have been wanting to do to to swap. Okay, to swap your ETH for this token, Solv BTC. So when you swap, another option, if you don't want to swap, will be to, although that may be complicated, but there is a bridge here as well. This bridge called free. But this will work if you have if you already have some ETH, to pay gas fee, and it's based on the assumption that you have Solv BTC already and you want to bridge that. So this is a bit complex. It's better you swap, get the contract address, swap. Let's see. So we don't have this yet. Assuming we have this, then it becomes easier. You can use this to bridge directly. But considering the route we took is to fund your Scroll wallet with ETH, you simply need the contract address. Then you go to Izumi and swap for Solv BTC-B. Now that you have Solv BTC-B, the next thing to do is to go to Solv Finance and click on liquidity. Make sure you go through Solv Finance based on the assumption that you have onboarded to Solv Finance so that you are tracked. Expand this, then you can provide Solv BTC B to any of the applications here. Pencil protocol, it appears to have an airdrop, but I don't know what season they are. In the airdrop, you will also see that it's, let's say, oversaturated because of the TVL here. So someone may decide, okay, let me go, and people may be flooding to Solv BTC, to Pencil protocol because of the 8x Solv points, and also positioning yourself for the Pencil protocol airdrop. So in case you want to weigh matters, you can decide to check the other platforms and see, oh, do they have an airdrop? Is it oversaturated? So in my case, I may decide to go through Layerbank instead of Pencil protocol. Even though it gives you 6 XP, you see maybe it's not so saturated. Anyone will do. It's the same process. So let's go to this one. I've never explored this before. It's called Raw Markets. Seems to have an invite. The type of platform also matters. This is a lending and borrowing platform. It's similar to Layerbank. Pencil protocol is different. So what you can do here is deposit your Solv BTC as collateral. You can decide to borrow against it if you so desire or not. Now, if you just supply it, your equity will remain intact. You earn some APY. So I don't know which to choose here. For the scope of this video, I would just choose Layerbank. The strategy for Layerbank is just similar as Raw Markets. It's a lending platform. Okay, so just a moment. So I would likely choose this, but you can choose yours. Okay, so you scroll down and this is it here. So you earn 3 points, Layerbank points, you earn Solv XP, you earn scroll marks. So this will be my route, and you also, okay, you earn Solv, it's already shown. So that's 3 airdrops in one doing this. And all you need to do is supply as collateral. If you desire to avail it as supply your Solv BTC. If you desire to provide it as collateral to earn APR, you can toggle this. It's 2 transactions. The first one is the approval transaction. Then the final one is an actual deposit. Okay, so now, besides scroll sessions, you also you also need to interact with this canvas portal here. Now, cumulatively, I believe it will impact the size of the airdrop. This tracks your, the range of your expeditions on scroll and could be relevant. So to get onboarded here, you will need an NFT minted to track it's basically your canvas to track further expeditions. I'll provide a link in the description that will give you a 50% discount when you are minting it. That will make the cost around $3 or so instead of $7. Then you start filling your canvas. Okay, so the invite code will be in the description that will enable you cut the cost. But it's obvious now that we cannot show you the screen because I've not minted a canvas. I've not minted mine yet. This is a new wallet, like I said. But basically what happens there is, depending on your wallet history relating to scroll transactions, you may have some NFTs to mint, and add to your canvas to showcase your blueprint on scroll. But if you have not acquired, because for example, if you've bridged already using Owlto Finance, you'll already have an NFT to mint and add to your canvas. So in the very first, we talked of moving funds over to scroll your ETH, and we talked of Owlto Finance as your source bridge. Now, in relation with that activity, there is a badge that you can mint, which you will see when you have completed the onboarding process to the scroll canvas portal. So here it says loyal scroll bridge badge. I don't think you will have this on the basis of one bridge. Entry scroll bridge badge. So you will already have this after you have carried out your first bridge. And so here it says alters who complete one scroll bridge to the scroll network. Bridge to the scroll network via Owlto Finance can claim this badge. So based on that first transaction, you'll be able to claim this badge and it will be added to your canvas. So the first step, of course, is to mint your canvas in the form of an NFT. Then you can mint badges and populate it on your canvas. And cumulatively, I believe that positions you for a bigger airdrop. I'll be ending this video now. Apologies that it didn't turn out a full-fledged tutorial because this is a new PC and I'm wary about transitioning my main wallet here at the moment, and yes, so gradually I will end up with a full-fledged tutorial for you, but you have the avenue of reaching me. This is specifically for those who have a gist already on how to go about doing this. But if you are new, you can contact me using this form here on Airdrop C. Subscribe to Airdrop reminders. I would likely put a resource here that explains it more in depthly with tutorial videos. I'm working on that gradually. My socials are on the sidebar here, and subscribe to Web3 Wikis on all socials. In the description, there are a bunch of airdrop opportunities there. Exhaust them, take action, stay awesome.